Wow.
And welcome back to Tabletop This. Last week, our trepid adventurers, our hardened group of people, entered this vault by the missing security engineer called Itrelia de Bouchard. Now, unfortunately, she did disappear before her employers were able to get everything they wanted from her. So they have now tasked a bunch of people to try and find out where she is. Her last known location was the vault she recently constructed, but after sending about a dozen people in who never came back out, they decided to hire the real muscle. Hence, now our adventurers are now deep into the bowels of what is known as the Temple of Reflection. Just to refresh the memory, let's introduce the characters again. We have the player Kevin.
Yes, this is Kevin, and I am Sir Cardiff the Kind, the Wexelkind, hero. Wexelkind hero.
Then we also have Garrett.
I remember I died recently. I don't know why. But I'm pissed.
I'm pissed. Fucking like that.
And last but certainly not least, we have Logan.
Certainly least.
Oh. Well, I'm Lucian Whitefire, the cleric, a human cleric of Lythander.
All right. Last we left off, the team just encountered a stone golem who appeared to be patrolling the hallways they have previously stalked. Now, with just rubble and dust in front of them, they continue their adventure. I'll give the scene to you.
Cool.
Wow.
That was certainly pretty exciting.
Nah. You guys look rough.
And I admit that wasn't the best of experiences, but our teamwork saw the day.
Teamwork.
Hold
Did
my hands
anyone-
out for some high fives.
Oh, Sir, the puppet card. He jumps up and enthusiastically high fives you.
Ooh, that's the spirit, little one.
Yeah. Anyway.
Did anyone else notice that during the fight there, it got really hard to move? Anyone else have trouble with that? Anyone else notice that?
Yes, I did, in fact.
Yeah, that sucks. We should make sure that doesn't happen again, because that really shut down a lot of my core abilities.
You need to sharpen your mind. Fucking idiots.
I think, wasn't it a wisdom save?
Yes, father, metagaming. It was.
I failed like 3 times.
Ooh. I'm just wise enough to not be considered unwise.
Says the biggest fool of them all. Sorry, I'm a little bitter.
Well, I did get a little hurt. I got smacked pretty good, but
You should fix it.
most of this is mahogany, though. I'm sturdier than I look.
Well, the relief in my bones.
Just as a callback, in case some people forgot, in the treasure room with the fake hoard here, you guys did manage to find a very large eye-shaped emerald.
Mm.
Now, can I ask, who of you is carrying this precious stone?
I believe the sir caught it.
It's our Echo Knight. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I had my echo throw it over to me, didn't I?
This is correct.
Yeah. I will pull out the stone and just be like, look.
Yep.
Another
Look,
piece of the puzzle.
you can tell that this can be worth quite a lot of gold. It is a solid, beautifully cut, eye-shaped emerald.
Thought it was
An
a
emerald. Yeah, was it a sapphire or was it an emerald?
Yeah, at first I said sapphire, but then I checked my notes and it's supposed to be an emerald. So
And it is eye shaped, correct? Like we can clearly tell that.
yes.
Do either of you guys remember what the colors were for the gems that were in the eyes of the statues back in the front room?
Garrett does not.
not-
Emmerich might, but Garrett does not.
Yeah, Emmerich.
Emmerich was being created when we were doing this.
All right. For the sake of this, roll me an intelligence check, please.
Yay, Sana. I'm actually fucking good at that. Oh. 24.
At 24. Your character definitely remembers that each statue had one ruby in each eye socket.
Ruby.
I will repeat that.
Okay.
So,
Well,
do we look
well,
for-
clearly
Oh,
this gem can fit into one of those eye sockets, or I would assume it could. It's eye shaped. Do we want to try and go back and put this in one of the statues, see what happens, or do we want to keep looking around? Maybe we can find another one.
I vote for finding the other one if possible. But you father.
I agree.
Okay.
It helps to have all the pieces of the puzzle before we make any big decisions with them.
Now, God will remember you or remind you that you also found a small gear that you have since placed in a giant wall of similar looking gears.
Yes.
Yes.
And that you are currently missing a very large gear.
That's right.
Okay.
Well,
Alright.
Bleh.
all right. Well, if that's the case, I'll I tuck the gem back away for now. That way it's safe. So I guess we'll keep looking around. Perhaps we can find another one of these gems, or I mean, somewhere in here there has to be another one of those large gears.
Might as well.
Onward and upward.
They
As you
complete flat
walk
plane.
back, you realize that this right here is the junction or the crossroads, if you will.
Oh shit.
One to
I
the,
know.
if you guys remember. Let's
Yeah, I remember the. Oh, sorry.
No, go for it. I was hoping to see if you guys would remember.
The
I remember the right is the gear room, and we can't go any further there.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, and then if you remember, if you go back here, you come to a junction, and if you continue on straight from where you come from, you remember you will come back to the entrance area.
yeah. Need to hang a right.
Yeah, I
Looks
think
like it.
yeah, we gotta take a right from here and enter unexplored territory.
All right. Now, as you enter or round the corner here, you do realize like the lights in the hallway, they go on and off as you move through the area of the lanterns. But as you round the corner here, you notice that there's a steady and constant light coming from that room. And the room itself seems to be very well illuminated.
Oh boy.
Can we see anything like moving around in the room? Is there anything disturbing the lights in any way? Any shadows?
No, as you look into the room without actually entering it, there's multiple torches on each of the four pillars in the room, like clearly illuminating the entire space. But you do notice that on the east side of this room, there is something reflecting off of the light.
Another pool with something in it, maybe?
Possibly.
Maybe another gear.
I'm not very keen on running into more of those stone assholes, though. Maybe we should be a little more cautious and stealthy
Yeah.
as we approach in here.
My resources are not set up to handle those things too many more times.
Yeah. Let's try. Let's take the stealth approach. And I will crouch down, making myself even more smaller than the rest of the others, and I'm gonna try and creep forward a little bit.
I'm gonna look to our cleric and go, these bones creak louder than my chainmail rustles. I ain't giving that a shot.
I agree. I am not particularly sneaky either. This
Ooh.
cat's sitting on my character sheet.
Well, if that's the case, and the other two are gonna wait back for a minute while I stealth forward,
Yeah.
I don't want to go alone,
Mm-hmm.
so I am going to summon a shadow. I create a duplicate of myself, my
Alright.
mirror image, and the two of us will creep forward.
Ooh, before you go ahead, I shall guide you as you move ahead. I cast guidance.
All right. So the two of you enter the room.
Yeah. Stay within 5 feet of each other for now.
Yeah. Okay. No, as you enter the room, you do realize it's empty. There doesn't seem to be any movement. The only thing you do notice is that on the east wall, there does seem to be a reflective surface of some kind of liquid.
Can I have my echo go inspect it?
Sure. Like, are you generally looking it over, or are you looking for something specific?
I mean, first he's just gonna check it out, see what it is exactly.
Alright. Well, let's see. You know, roll me just a perception check then.
Perception.
Yeah.
24.
24. Alright. Now, do you see through your echo?
I can actually do that, yes.
Alright. As your echo is looking around this pool, he notices that this liquid, it's extremely reflective, more so even than the water you encountered in the entrance hallway. You can tell that the well itself is about 10 feet deep. With that perception check, though, you don't see anything in the liquid itself.
There doesn't appear to be anything else dangerous in the room.
No.
Okay. I will signal back to the others that the room appears clear, at least for now.
All right. I'll move in.
Alright. Now, in this room, other than the reflective pool, other than the reflective pool, there doesn't seem to be much amiss or anything worth noting.
Noting?
Noteworthy. Jesus. You do, however, notice that there's a hallway north of you and a hallway west of you.
Well,
I feel like
what are we
there's-
feeling?
I feel like there's more to this pool.
Okay.
I don't know. What do you guys think? Should
I'm
we
gonna
spend
go over to the pool and I want to stick my fingers in it to see if to figure out what this substance might be.
Oh, I was gonna. Yeah, you did what I wanted to do. You
So let me
brave
clarify
bastard.
this. You're putting your fingers in the pool of liquid?
Yeah.
All right. In that case, I'll drop guidance and then reapply it on you. Well, you need Lythander's blessing a little bit more right now.
Now, I feel obliged to ask because I am a kind god. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right.
If you ever ask me, are you sure? I take that as a challenge. Like you're telling me back down, punk. No, fuck it. I stick my head in the alligator's mouth and flick his anus. Let's go.
Are you sure you put your hand in? You know what? I put my whole face in there.
Okay, no. So as you put your fingers into the liquid, and the first thing you notice that this is in fact not water.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, no. So you put your decaying flesh into this liquid, and immediately upon contact, you hear this sizzling and bubbling and popping noise as this very caustic, extremely volatile acid starts eating away at your flesh, and you take 22 points of acid damage.
Oh my
Is
god!
this? Hold on, real quick. Is this a special kind of acid?
It is just a caustic acid pool.
It's not like undead seeking.
No.
Okay, I will take basically nothing and go. That was unpleasant.
You're immune to acid damage?
I'm immune to my own. I'm resistant to all others. So.
Nice. Alright.
Ah. I'm gonna hold up my bonier finger than before. That's acid.
Oh!
Wrong stuff.
Ah.
I look at my wood hand, and I'm just like, probably a good thing I didn't put my hand in there.
So, with my alchemist tools, would I be able to figure out maybe at least the intensity of this acid, if not what the kind of acid this is?
Yes, absolutely. Go ahead and, is this with a kit?
Yeah, I have an alchemist kit and an embalmer's kit.
Alright, go ahead and roll me a d20 and add your proficiency to it.
Dirty 20.
Oh, nice. Alright. So you take a moment and you test this liquid with several different, a variety of materials, as I imagine an alchemist would have. You notice that this acid seems to eat away immediately at any organic material, but stuff as stone or glass seems to be unhindered by this liquid.
Okay.
It's extremely strong. You can't really tell exactly what it is made of, though you do get the sense that looking over this stuff, there might be some magic imbued into it. The surface itself, once it is not disturbed, it is extremely reflective, almost like a mirror.
Like a metallic reflection, kind of.
Well, it is clear now, but you do get the sense that with the right circumstances, you could possibly make this reflect just like a mercury-based mirror.
Okay. Would I be able to take a sample of this in one of my vials?
You most certainly can.
Excellent.
Now, right now, when it's undisturbed, it's reflective.
Yes.
Does that hold true when it has been disturbed? Like when he goes to pick some of it out with a vial, can he see
Ladle it.
see if there's anything in there?
The liquid itself is clear,
Okay.
but when when the surface itself is still and not rippling, it is very reflective.
Okay. So essentially, though, we can't see anything in the pool.
There is nothing in the pool. It is 10 foot, I'd say a 10-foot deep and about 5 feet across.
Okay.
So,
Okay. I just want to make sure we don't have to kick the dead guy in to fish out a big fucking cog or something.
you don't see, with your very well perception check earlier, you didn't see anything of noteworthy
Okay.
inside the pool.
Oh wow, you took that acid like a
Uh,
champ. Get in there.
Is this? Sure, I'll push you in. Does the stone around this pool seem different than the rest of the stone in the area? Like, is the rest of the dungeon different stone?
You know what? Well, give me an investigation check.
Ah, sweet Jesus, thank you.
If only we had a dwarf here who could tell us all about
28.
the whole structure of stuff by licking a stone.
What was your roll there?
28.
28. All right. No, as you're looking around, You take special notice on the stone directly into the well and on the edges, and then you give a comparison to the rest of the structure, and you notice that no, this stone seems to be made of the same material all the way around. This entire vault or dungeon, as you might call it, is constructed out of the same material.
Okay. So, morbid thought for the rest of you. If I was making a dungeon, I'd have a failsafe to flood it with this stuff. So, make peace with that.
Well, it's a good thing you didn't make this dungeon.
Oh, was I guided?
I did guidance you, yeah.
Oh, well,
I was scared
there.
for your safety.
Logan,
That's sweet of
that
you.
inspiration.
All
Let's
right.
see. Now, is there anything on the ceiling directly above it that it's reflecting, or is it just this similar surface as the rest of the roof?
As you're looking around, no, the roof is of the exact same material. It doesn't seem to be reflecting at any specific spot. But with that insane high investigation check, though, you do realize that as the torches, the extreme amount of light in this dungeon, well, in this room, and the pool reflecting it, you notice that the entrance on the west side of this room seems to be particularly dark compared to the rest of this vault.
And that would be the one to our left.
Yes.
Okay.
Directly across.
Sounds better than the last.
It sure does.
Like it seems even more dark than the pathway to the north.
Indeed. So when the torches are like illuminating part of the hallway,
Yeah.
you can see a little bit further, and you see some of the torches. Yeah, they're not activated right now down the hallway, but you do see the stands where they're connected.
Okay.
But when you look down this hallway, you notice that there doesn't seem to be any torches on the side. It's just really dark.
So, do we want to follow the light or follow the dark shadow?
We always follow the light.
All right.
Coming from Lathander, I'm not surprised that you said that. I can't believe I asked.
Thumbs up.
So you guys take the illuminated path.
Yeah, I will confer to the cleric of the Morning Lord, and we will follow the light.
Now, your Echo Knight, how long can he be around?
Until I dismiss him, I think.
All right. So who's leading this charge?
I think I will, being the follower of the Morning Lord. It'd make the most sense.
Sound
I also have
logic.
really good perception.
Sounds metagamey to me, but
As you guys
I
actually
see
start
good.
making your way down this hallway, you know, give me perception checks.
All of us?
All of you. Yep.
Let's see if this cat will let me. Cat, did you make me lose my D20? Lucky I have a spare.
8.
7.
All right.
My forte.
Oh shit.
What's up?
So I got a 27.
Yeah.
And what did the
I
rest?
got a 20.
A 20? And Garrett's?
8.
8. All right. So, Sir Kind and Oh my god. Whitefire. I cannot remember. Lucius. Lucius Whitefire.
Lucian.
Lucian.
Like the devil.
Lucian, since you're up front and you rolled a 20, as you're walking down this hallway, you start hearing noises. You're hearing a grinding almost, as if stone grinding on stone. And
Sounds
then
like goblin sex.
Jesus. Right.
you hear some pops and some hammering almost, some chiseling going on.
Oh, definitely goblin sex.
And as you're hearing this, Sir Kind, you also hear this, but underneath all that, you hear something different. You hear something tearing almost. A wet, very unsettling squish noise,
Slosh.
followed by a pop and a rend almost. With that, on your adventures, you've come, unfortunately, to know the sound of flesh being torn.
Something real bad's happening up ahead. Something nasty.
Well, I hear the stones being moved. Perhaps someone is working some stone up ahead?
Someone's also working flesh.
Oh boy.
Ooh, that's hard to spin in a good way.
I'm getting happier thoughts. Let's go.
Alright.
Let's move cautiously towards the sounds of awfulness.
Well, let's see what they have to say. Maybe there's a good explanation there.
Hey, stop that!
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know this was wrong. No, it never works. We kill.
Alright, so
Always use words.
the first thing you see in this room, as it is lit by several torches, is the glinting of a very large and very heavy looking steel gear laying in the middle of the room.
Yeah.
The other things that are not portrayed here in this depiction, but I will happily describe this to you, are several stone golems raised on platforms. And you do notice that one of them appears to be in the middle of repairing itself. You can see several masonry tools lining the walls, pieces and chunks of old and crumbled rock laying about. Now, the popping and rending sound that Sir Kind heard earlier appears to be the missing people that have been sent down in this dungeon before you, looking for information on the Bouchard. And you've noticed that over time, these golems seem to have run out of materials to repair themselves with. Before you see one of the golems repairing itself as it pulls out a femur bone from one of the bodies, and it starts to attach itself, attach it to its own leg to try and strengthen some of the broken rock. Around it is a bunch of heavy, rusted-looking wire, which haphazardly holds a bunch of different body parts together on its stone frame.
Jesus fuck.
Awesome.
You can actually see a torso hanging off of its thigh that is acting as its knee and upper thigh part. The legs, well, the arms of the upper torso are holding the bottom part of the knee, and its hands and arms act as the joint.
Oh.
Fascinating.
Well, that's
Well, I would.
Inorganic
I have
creatures
a-
powered by magic, using organic material, decomposing it to restructure themselves. Oh, that's a good idea.
Ooh, enough of that. If enough of that golem's knee is made out of a skeleton, what if I could just reanimate it? Deny him this
Haha,
knee.
your leg fights for us now. Well, the old Uno reversal on his ass.
Now a piece of its body is just like, kill me!
With pleasure.
Oh, whoops. Sorry, Lysander. This got a little dark.
These golems do not, like, two of them seem to be inert. The other one is in the middle of repairing itself.
All right. We need that cog.
We do need.
We
the
have
cog.
a probably hostile golem in the midst of repairing itself in the most macabre way possible.
Yeah, I definitely
What
don't.
should we do?
Nothing about that says I'm gonna be your friend today.
Hey, either of you good at convincing people?
No.
Oh, well.
Who has a silver tongue?
Probably the golem.
But out of us,
That might be true.
shocking right?
If he wanted to talk about religion, or maybe I could give him pointers on how to make a properly functioning knee. But outside of that,
I'm curious because I could probably help him make a much better use of the materials around him if he would be so kind as to move that cog for us. If not, I have a spell that I think could make all of his organic pieces explode inside him, and I'm dying for either outcome.
as much as I just earlier said that we should always use words first, I don't think words will work on Sir Golem over here.
I'm kind of
While he doesn't know we're here.
I kind of agree with Lucian. You know, I'm all for the diplomatic approach, but I don't really feel like nothing about the situation going on in front of us gives me any indication that diplomacy is a viable option here. I definitely feel like explodey time is upon us.
Oh my.
I feel like I should point out that last time you encountered a golem, it did speak to you, but it was clearly a recording.
So we didn't get the feeling of any sentience.
No, like its
It was
mouth
just
opened
programmed.
and a female voice rang out, but it was a recorded message.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think these things are sentient. I don't think we could talk to them even if we attempted it. So I think you should try and blow it the fuck up.
Okay. This.
I give.
We have to do some more timing here. We all know how to do timing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
So that specter you summon counts as a creature. Have him go
Cool.
in there and either piss off attack the golem or something, whatever it can do. If not, just have it fucking kill itself. And I have some nasty magic that can cause golem to probably become pieces on the floor.
Well, if I can stealth forward a bit, if I can creep just a little closer, I can actually unsummon and resummon my echo pretty much standing right next to him. I can get it 30 feet away from me.
Well,
So I could put the thing right next to him if we needed it.
I just need to see a creature die. This magic is peculiar.
Ooh.
And I mean, if one of you want to volunteer, fantastic.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh. By the way, I believe I have revivified, but do I have the diamond worth 300 gold to cast it?
Oh my god.
Yes, as a level 12 character, you do have access to such a diamond.
Okay.
I was gonna say we could try and use the
Worst
emerald
comes
if
to
we
worst.
want. I don't know if that would work.
The spell specifically says diamond, though.
Yeah, the gods want their cha-ching.
You want to
Okay.
reanimate the corpse on its leg?
We could.
Because
I could order it to punching it and probably retaliate with a golem punch.
if
Okay,
one of
just
you do this, you're not getting revived.
Let me I'm gonna try and send a picture of this thing so you can see what I'm kind of talking about here. You do get the sense, though, that the corpse hanging off of its leg It's only the upper torso. You don't see that bottom part of this person anywhere.
So you bringing him back? He's just like, no, I don't think you should do that.
It'll work. Let me use my fucking Diablo 3 spell.
Well, I'm curious to see what would happen with my echo being destroyed. Because in theory, yeah, it could count as a creature, and I can just summon another one.
But the problem is, I
feel
I'm remembering my spell a little more, and I make the creature that dies do the exploding. So I don't think it'll work. I thought I just had to see one.
Is there was body parts hanging around the room, right?
Well, you see a pile of bodies all piled up on one of another, and you notice that all of these corpses are wearing the same uniform as Jeff, the attendant that led you to this one. So you can definitely tell that these are the people that were sent in to try and find the Bouchard.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, I figured that's kind of what we were fighting here. Oh Jesus!
Hey Sonic,
I
can
mean,
you show me
if
the
I could
damage
reach the
immunities real
corpse
quick?
pile.
What did you say?
Logan.
Oh, if I could reach the corpse pile, I could fill them with Lythander's light, and they can be the catalyst for your spell.
I mean, this thing might be fleshy enough.
There's enough meat.
Oh, there's a lot of meat.
This thing had
One
12
last huzzah.
to repair itself with.
Well, if this doesn't work, I want you all to know that it was an honor to die here in this dungeon with the two of you.
Why, thank you.
Is this how we do our fucking
That means
stupid
quite a bit
death?
to me.
If I die, I'll come back in a day. So let's go.
Oh, well, lucky you, I guess.
Well, I can't trigger this spell on myself. I've tried.
All right, so
All right, what's this one do?
hold on, Lucy. You're going to go in and you're going to raise some of the dead people that are in here, and then Emmerich is going to blow them up.
Ooh, I just looked at the cast time for Animate Dead. We'll have to drag the bodies here, and it's going to take a minute.
Hold on. I got a spell that'll work on this fucker. Don't worry about it. We'll play around with the other one.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know if we
Damn
can
it,
hold
I went
them
to
up.
all that
So
for a whole minute.
all right, I'm gonna
Make
get out
them
my
bomb.
alchemy kit. I'm gonna start mixing things that probably should not be mixed together. And I'm gonna look over at our weenie knights here and go, get ready to make your attacks, because it's not gonna be able to see anything until it gets out of this little fog. And for the love of God, do not enter this fog if you want to live.
I give an enthusiastic thumbs up.
I'm going to open up my ribcage and pull out a couple vials, because that's where I store stuff, because there's nothing useful in there.
Awesome.
And I'm gonna get out what looks like a
It is prison.
like a little Takata pot with a lid on it and a string. I'm gonna dump these chemicals in it quick, tie it quick, and whenever they give me the sign, I'm just gonna yeet this thing to that golem and cast nerve gas centered on the golem.
All right.
Yeah, I will. I'm gonna I draw my sword real quick, and I bring it to my mouth, and I breathe my chromatic infusion onto the blade to, give it the lightning damage.
Yeah.
But
set your stuff up. I'm waiting for you guys to give me the signal before I throw it.
Yeah.
Then I'll start preparing. I start preparing Scorching Ray once the spell lands.
There will be a fog. You will not be able to see it.
Damn it.
Well, technically, you could just hold your action until it, becomes visible again, couldn't you?
You could.
I could.
We're gonna die.
I could do that, but I might not.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I will
Rip
cast.
it! Let's go!
Nerve gas, and I'm gonna just throw it at it.
All right. Now I think that's a con save on my end.
No, this is an intelligence save.
Oh,
Gotta work this out in its head.
it's not very good at that.
That's kind of what I was hoping.
It's a fucking rock.
And that's a natural one.
Okay. Well, so it failed. It's only 3d6 psychic damage. So it's gonna take 10 psychic damage, and it is stunned until the start of its next turn.
All right. Damn, what book did you pull that from?
It is from Sebastian Crow's Guide to Drakenheim. It is the third-party stuff I'm implementing into my Grim Hollow. Because the
That's
spells are
amazing.
awesome.
I also plan on the two worlds work very well together. I
Oh,
also plan on implementing a lot of stuff.
I mean,
So the
Ghostfire
golem-
published them, so
And it took how much damage?
10 psychic.
Yeah, 10 seconds.
10 psychic.
And a note for the DM: creatures are affected even if they can hold their breath or don't need to breathe. This is some nasty shit.
I was wondering that because technically I'm not a real boy and I don't need to breathe.
This
So
will, like I said, this will fuck you up.
Yeah, so as
That's the death
Rick
cloud.
ties his little bag, he throws it. This thing is like in the middle of like tying a wire around its upper thigh where the corpse is currently dangling, securing it. And the bag explodes onto its shoulder, and before it even has any time to properly react to what's happening, you can see the fluids and the chemicals that you mixed earlier release, and this noxious gas is starting to emanate and starting to fill this area around this golem. And you can tell that the organic materials affected by this seem to be locked in place. It can't move.
oh,
The blue light on its head now definitely turned red, however, and I need everyone to roll initiative checks.
Oh, and it is a 10-foot sphere of obscuring fog. And when it starts its turn in there, it has to make that save again, or the same thing happens.
All right.
Oh, fuck.
All right, we'll keep it locked in there with math.
how long does it last in there?
A minute.
Oh shit.
A 10-foot, you said?
10-foot
Yeah.
sphere, yep. 10-foot radius sphere.
There you go.
Holy shit.
That's 10 feet.
Yeah.
Now, did the other two also get all fucky?
These two golems seem to be inert.
Oh,
Their light is
Jesus.
off. They don't seem to be moving or reacting.
Yeah, I bet they freak out when we touch the fucking cog.
They won't have enough time to react.
But no,
Wanna die.
25 to 20. 20 to 50.
Uh-oh.
15 to 10.
13.
All right.
I did my signature initiative roll here.
Oh.
Then 10 to 5.
6.
Oh,
I was gonna say,
7.
wow.
What was that, Logan?
7.
Oh my
God damn
goodness.
it.
Wow.
Well,
You
if it
didn't
makes
even beat
Little
Logan.
bird was not good.
Shit. I hope you feel bad.
Hey,
if it makes you feel any better, however, Golem is still going last.
Well, yeah, he's still.
At least it makes sense for the golem. It's going through a lot.
He's having a bad day.
At the start of this rotation, however, Sir Kind or Sir Kind, you are going first.
Okay. Okay. So the cloud. We can definitely see where the cloud is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I turn back to Emmerich and I'm like, "That was fucking awesome! Yes."
It's nasty.
Now, while it's stuck there, do we want to just grab the cog and fucking bolt?
I mean, if you think you can, it might be best. He'll be locked in there until he's not.
Okay, just to clarify, I didn't have any bigger cogs I could find in this thing.
Mm-hmm.
This
Okay.
cog is, let me give you the description here.
80 feet wide.
It is called a massive steel gear. The steel gear is 5 feet in diameter, 2 inches thick, and it looks like it could weigh up to 500 pounds.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
I have like 6 strength.
Yeah,
I got 10. The powers combined, I don't think we're budging that.
Yeah, no, like, this adventure is sunk because none of us can fucking move that thing at all.
We're gonna take a long rest so I can rotate out some spells and shrink that shit down.
If I make enough zombies,
Oh god.
maybe.
How many
I
zombies?
take
Adventurers, get up.
I take another look at the cog and I'm like, well, I don't think we're getting that thing out of here anyway fast. So I'm gonna move my echo up to just outside the perimeter of the bubble.
Yep.
That way, if it does break out and try to come out, me and my echo are going to be within striking distance of it.
Okay. The bubble disappears when I try to move these things.
Yeah, you're good.
Can I toggle? No, I'll have to re-toggle it.
That's fine. We understand.
Yeah, there we go. So did you move up forward as well?
Yes, I will also move. I have 25 feet of movement.
Okay. All right.
And that will end my turn.
Okay. Then next in the rotation is Lucian.
Oh, right. I just read my other fire spell, level 2, and I think this one will work a little bit better. I will hold up my holy symbol, and I shall cast Flaming Sphere, like, over top its head.
Flaming sphere. How big is the diameter on that thing?
A 5-foot diameter.
5 foot. Okay. Now I need to ask. It's a gas, correct, Garrett?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Oh my
Go ahead.
God.
Do I need to roll?
She's
saving
going with
throw
divinity
or-
rolls.
Well, he's done, so.
Dexterity save.
A dex save? Well, it is paralyzed, so it fails automatically.
Yeah.
Oh boy,
Alright.
time to pull out the D6s.
How many d6s do you usually roll for this?
2, the level I'm casting it.
All right. Since go ahead and make that 4.
Oh.
Time to get out the old rogue dice.
They don't like fire.
Or it doesn't like being covered in gas and then being lit on fire.
Go ahead and roll me the damage first, and then I'll let you know what happens.
I think my echo just got
I
blown.
believe that is 11 fire damage.
11. All right. All right. So, Lucian, you hold your symbol up high and you pray to your god to smite this thing in fire. And as the fire develops in a sphere around the golem here, you notice that the gas around it seems to react volatilely so, and this enormous explosion just hits around this golem, bits and pieces of flesh scatter around as you seem to have done quite a bit of damage.
It is made out of phosphate and chlorine.
We made a bomb.
Oh my
We did it after all.
not what I was going for, but I like it.
Next up is
Happy
Emmerich.
little accidents.
happy little accidents.
Is my spell gone then?
I'd say it is still paralyzed due to the effects, but I'd say it lingers for a couple more seconds.
Oh well, it's gonna be away on its turn. Then that's what I'm after. All right.
Sorry.
So I'm gonna try and cast Poison Needle on it.
Poison needle, alright. Anything I need to do about that?
Let's see if I can even hit it first.
You need to die.
Plus 9, 23.
That definitely hits, yeah.
Okay, it takes 1d10 poison. Where the fuck's a d10? There it is. 10 poison. Sweet. Wait. Hold on. 3d10 poison, because we are level 12. Alright, it takes 12 poison. Wow.
12 poison?
A 10 and 2 ones.
Alright, now, as you cast your poison needle, you can definitely see the poison affecting the organic parts of this golem. But you do realize that the core of this golem is still made of stone.
It is.
So you do have the feeling that it is not quite as effective as it should on a full flesh golem.
That's fine. That's all I'll do. I'll draw my sword.
Alright. Then on the golem's turn, because that was such a cool thing to do, the fire and the smoke and the lingering noxious gases they are dissipating, but it is enough to have the effect on the start of its turn. Now you said that the stun ends on the start of its turn?
Yes, but it has to make the save when it's in the area still, at the start of its turn.
And
Okay.
if it fails, does it get restunned?
Yep.
It's an intelligence save, correct?
Yep.
They're locking in a mental maze.
That's a 6.
Well, it's taking 7 psychic damage, and it is stunned until its next turn.
Oh my goodness. Alright.
Yeah, I brought some nasty shit for you, Sana.
I love seeing it. It's amazing. As this happens, the noxious cloud and the smoke from the explosion seem to be dissipating quite well. But you do realize that all the flesh that was affected by this thing seems to fuse together. It tries to move, but you can tell that the burned flesh and decaying matter is clogged. It's not able to move its joints very well at the moment.
Oh, we're kicking ass.
Okay.
What he gets for using people.
And then top of the round is Sir Kind.
Sir Kind, I will get on the other side opposite the bubble of my echo. So, like,
The bubble is no longer there.
oh, the bubble is no longer there.
Yeah.
That's right. So we can move up to it, can't we?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to move up onto the side, and my echo will move up with me as well.
20 will get you right there.
Yep, that's fine. And then the echo also moves up.
Get him, tiny man.
Yes, sir.
In unison, my echo and I, standing on opposite sides of it, both raise our saber up in a salute, do a flourish to bow, and then we just start fucking going ham on this thing.
Alright, now, does this thing give you flanking?
Yes, it does.
Alright, then go ahead and roll with advantage.
15.
Handsome Marshall's every dream. Just make your own flanking.
That is a 24 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Okay, my first attack gets my sneak. Okay, so that is 15 piercing.
Now hold up.
What?
Do you have a magical weapon?
Yes, it is infused, so it does magical damage.
Okay, because you infused it. How long does the infusion last?
1 minute.
Alright. So how much damage was it?
That's 15
Alright.
piercing, 3 lightning damage,
Okay.
and then another 5 for the sneak attack.
Yeah.
Alright.
I will also use 1 Unleash Incarnation.
Okay.
So as I attack, my Echo also makes an attack.
Nice.
That is a 15 to hit.
A 15 to hit, unfortunately. As your echo goes to strike down, it does seem to hit one of the patches that have the rusty wires knotted right there. And it gets, it hits, but you can tell that the blade itself kind of swats off the iron wire that is right there.
All right, my second attack.
Alright.
Dirty 20.
That hits.
Yeah. Kick his ass.
That is another 10 piercing and 3 lightning, so 13 total.
10 piercing and 3 lightning. Yes, sir.
All right, and I do another Unleash Incarnation.
No, okay, go right ahead.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. That definitely hit.
Oh,
Want to double the damage or double the
We're
dice?
going to double the dice.
All right.
Damn right.
That is another 18 damage total.
18. All right. Now, as you're hacking into this, the rest of you also see Sir Kind and his copy.
Sir Kind and Sir Kind.
Yeah, and his copy. They do the salute and then they just start slashing away at this golem. Its blackened and burned flesh starts to slough off almost everywhere the blades hit. More of the organic material seems to fall away and just... It's mayhem out there.
In unison, we both yell out, "Time to carve this turkey!"
Oh, God. It's 1d4 psychic damage.
Yeah.
No.
Justice.
Justice.
Next up is Lucian.
okay. I forgot to mention that, at the end of the golem's turn, if it's near the sphere, it has to make the dex check again.
It stays the sphere of
A fire?
Oh my god, I forgot about that thing. On its head.
Do I need to make a check?
No, it was only a
Probably
5
within 5 feet of it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's a 5 feet diameter.
Alright. Then it should be like that. Right?
But it's on its face.
Oh yeah, I can't.
And I'm really small.
Hold up. How do I No?
Yeah, right now it looks like he has a sun for a head.
Sorry, I can't put it up on its face.
I'm going to
but-
assume I'm fine because I'm 3.5 feet tall.
Yeah, it's right there, but up on its face.
Yeah.
This thing
yeah.
is huge.
I feel really bad if he bursts
The
into
damage
flames.
again on your turn or his turn?
I believe it's on its turn. If it ends its turn within 5 feet of it.
All right.
Yep, any creature ends its turn within 5 feet.
Okay. Well, what else would you like to do on your turn?
It's not moving, so that takes out my first idea. But
It'll start.
I will probably. It'll start soon. You know what? It will start soon, so maybe I'll prep for that. I will raise my holy symbol yet again. recant a prayer, and I will cast, once I type in the name of the spell, so I remember what it does, Guardian of Faith.
Ah, yeah.
Put it probably around the steps where it's standing, so if it tries to leave that area, it'll activate.
Alright. Also a sphere, I think, huh? Or a
Let me
radius.
see. The Spectral Guardian, he just kind of hovers in that area.
Okay, no problem.
Whenever it doesn't mention a specific, but whenever a hostile creature moves to a space within 10 feet of the Guardian for the first time, it must succeed in a dexterity saving throw. It'll take 20 radiant damage on a failed save, and half as much on a failure. Whenever it does want to start moving.
I chose this thing as your spiritual guardian. But right now it doesn't do anything, correct?
Yeah, it triggers once it moves like toward it.
Okay, gotcha. Is there anything else you would like to do?
That will be my turn.
Alright, and next up is Emmerich.
It's from an evil kitty.
Alright, poison didn't seem much. I'm gonna use my shit. I'm gonna do the poison needle again. I'm not walking up there.
Alright.
Nah, I wouldn't.
Ooh. That's an 11.
An 11, unfortunately. As you cast your poison needle, this beam of green acidy poison shoots out from your hand, and it seems to hit the golem right on one of its exposed stone parts, therefore not really doing anything.
Shit.
Alright, now the golem does start its turn inside the flaming sphere. Now, it needed to make a dexterity check, correct?
Yes.
Alright. Now, unfortunately, it is still stunned. So that's an automatic fail.
Till the start of its turn.
Oh, so it is no longer stunned then.
Yeah, it's just the start.
Alright. Now that's terrible. That's a 5.
That does not beat my spell save DC.
Alright.
And it will take 8 fire damage as a result.
8 fire damage. Alright. It is looking pretty messed up.
It's having a pretty bad day.
Jesus.
Alright, now Sir Kind is currently smoking a cigarette. And since he's the one closest to it,
He's getting whammed on.
let's send him a message.
Back with 50 less health.
Well, I mean, I guess he just really likes sucking fags, so.
Ha! Yay.
There, that should get his attention. Alright, so this golem, as it continues to start try and move, you can see some of the flesh that has been burned previously, making it unable to move. The hacking and slashing from both Sir Kins seemed to have cut away most of the flesh that was hindering its movement. Now, with the full moves, it looks surprisingly pissed for a stone and unmoving face. It raises one of its hands up high, and it goes down on a mighty slam attack on the little puppet child in front of it.
Which one?
In front of it. That's a natural 20.
Oh,
Natural 20?
Yes, sir.
I am going to use my action
Yes?
to activate my Shadow Martyr ability.
Okay.
And, okay, so essentially this forces my Echo to take an attack for me.
So your Echo is getting fucked. Okay. It takes 68
You see as
damage.
the gray figure heroically, no! And it jumps in front.
really isn't a better time to use that.
That's 26 bludgeoning damage.
It's gone.
All right.
Oh no, the useful one.
Yeah,
Hit him again,
it's
Sana.
pretty pissed, but it does seem to be pretty satisfied that at least one of its two attackers is gone.
Okay.
Its red light scans the room really quickly. It does notice the guardian that Lucian put up. I'm gonna say it does notice Lucian as well in its red beam. Its mouth opens up finally now that it's able to move, and it says, "Intruders, intruders, please exit the facility immediately." And I need Sir Kind and Lucian to make a. Let me just double check what kind of save this was. A wisdom saving throw.
God damn it.
Alright, I have a good bonus to this. Surely this will pass.
19!
19. All right, Lucian. What
That's
did
a
you get?
+1!
I get a 19 total.
19. So both of you feel this beam pass over you, and for a moment you're afraid that you're gonna start and feel that slowing effect once more. But as you start feeling your joints cramp up, you shake it off. Having felt it before with the other golem, you are currently not affected
We're
by
wiser!
this ability. With this, the golem actually does take a couple steps forward to the guardian and tries to slam it. Now, this does activate its effect, correct?
Yes, it must make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh boy, it's so good at dexterity. That's a 13?
Ooh, yeah, it's gonna end up taking 20 radiant damage.
Oof, 20 radiant damage. Oh my goodness, alright. So as it steps closer to the guardian, this brilliant golden flame almost erupts and seems to be burning any organic material left. It seems to be taking quite a lot of damage. Upset
Well,
and
almost
not
there.
realizing that this is not actually a creature, it does try and attack the guardian. Or is it incorporeal?
Let's see
One way to find out.
here. I have a choice. And distinct for a gleaming sword and shield emblazoned with the symbol of my deity. It doesn't say anything about its defenses.
Alright, well, it raises its mighty fist anyhow and goes to slam this thing. Its fist seems to pass right through it, though, leaving a
I
dent
think they
in the stone around it. That
I
is
think they homebrew it in Baldur's Gate and give it HP.
It's possible, but I mean, if the spell doesn't say anything about it, like...
Yeah,
Yeah.
in Baldur's in the game, isn't this the one that like every time it attacks, it does half of its life in damage until it essentially just kills itself?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's how they use it in the game.
Well, unfortunately, the book doesn't say anything about that, so
Yeah.
this
It's
attack...
just a deterrent, essentially, in the player's handbook.
Right.
This thing has an intelligence of 5, so it just doesn't know any better. Yeah.
Should have went to school.
With that, it is Sirkin's turn.
Okay, well, shake it off. I yell back to Emmerich, just like, your plan worked! We just need to be smarter!
I'll lean around the corner. No shit.
And I'm going to use my bonus action to summon my echo
Alright.
opposite me on the other side of it. Haha! Because Echo Knights are annoying like that.
Damn right there. Just want to crush one.
But I will salute my Echo, and once again, I go to start carve up this motherfucker.
Okay, go ahead and roll with advantage.
You gonna cut a bitch.
Okay, that is a 18.
18
Hit.
does hit, yes.
It's a good thing I rolled a 6 and a 9. All right, that is 7, 11 piercing plus 2 lightning is 13 plus 2 sneak attack is 15.
15. All right, how do you kill it?
Oh, Sir Karth and his Echo both just take turns. One slashes through and separates some sinewy tendons that are holding up bits and pieces of it. And the Echo, does another slash, separating part of the leg, and the two of us just keep one after another just carving pieces of the rock off of it until it just falls to nothing.
All right. That happens. And as it does, the platform it's standing on actually goes inert. So the blue lights that were around it go dim. As it does, you can see the platform next to it. You don't necessarily you hear a fine rearing, whining sound as if something is powering up.
Fuck. Are we still in initiative?
I'd say no. Currently, you are not. But this whirring sound, like it's a low hum.
Can we all hear it?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to assume then that we all have that at the same time, all three of us experience that asshole puckering sensation that, fuck, these other two are about to start moving, possibly.
That is a fair assumption.
Are they both humming?
Or investigation check.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You can tell that the humming sound is coming specifically from the platform right next to it.
You think we can trigger them both at the same time so I don't have to burn all my materials to stop them one at a time?
Or maybe, is there a way that we can stop it before it activates? Can we see any, arcane devices, exposed, pieces? Are there cogs moving anywhere that we can see? Or do we just hear it and just see stone? There's no obvious, device.
Roll me an investigation check.
Investigation?
Mhm.
17.
17, all right. You immediately start looking around for any levers or devices or maybe arcane symbols.
Something.
You don't see any of the kinds, but all you hear, it seems to be inside the golem itself. This low power, like this hum, as if something is powering up. But I rolled for it, and you do get the feeling you may have a bit of time.
Can I put the flaming sphere on its face while it's charging up? Maybe it'll melt its head before it gets up.
I was gonna say, can we try to dismantle it?
I feel like dismantling it is a better option. I don't know. There's also a part of me that just says, fuck it. The three of us together push that cog up onto its side because, it's a fucking disc. And then we just roll that bitch out of here as fast as we fucking can.
Inspiration for Sirkind.
We can try.
All right.
I'm just looking at divine intervention, thinking maybe this is it.
Hey, God, can you move this cog?
It'd be really swell.
Do you still want to move the flaming sphere over, though?
Yeah, I'll just park it over its head, just in case this doesn't work.
But okay, so just to make sure I'm getting this right, are you moving the cog first, or are you moving the sphere?
Probably all at once.
Yeah, I could use it as a
Wait.
bonus action, so I imagine it's something I can do pretty easy.
All right, then.
The Echo and me run over to the spear and get on the side, and we just start trying to like pull it up because it might be heavy as fuck. But if we can get it on its edge and then we can roll it, it doesn't really matter how fucking heavy it is.
It's true. Now, Emmerich, are you helping with this?
I look at you with desperation. Please.
Oh God, Emmerich is gone.
You just walked out of the room. Fuck this.
He figured, like, well, I'm already dead.
Yeah.
But no, go ahead and roll me a strength check with advantage because you are getting helped by your Echo there. Yeah.
Yeah. So 2 weak ass motherfuckers are trying to lift a 500-pound disc. Hope I didn't skip a leg day.
Yeah, I forgot, you're like the muscle one.
That is a 15.
With a 15, you are able to balance the cog onto its side. You do get the sense that by rolling this on its like the teeth, that rolling this thing, it's gonna be pretty easy. It's pretty thick, like 2 inches wide, and it's sturdy and powerful enough that it doesn't seem to be getting damaged from being rolled like this.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, as you're doing this, the humming does seem to be getting louder. As you do this, though, Lucian decides to move the flaming sphere over to the inert golem.
Yeah.
And as he does that, the lights on the golem immediately turn red. Its mouth opens up, and you hear a voice. Intruders detected. Please immediately vacate the facility.
Oh, damn it.
And more initiative rolls.
Don't worry, we have time. Logan, I'll fuck that up.
Get up, Golem. They're trying to get away.
You fucking asshole.
So 25 to 20. 20 to 15.
Almost.
Shit.
15 to 10.
12.
13.
Oh,
So 13, 12, and 11.
awesome.
So, Emmerich, you had the 13, correct?
Yeah.
Alright, then it was Lucian and then Sir Kent.
Of course. The guy closest to the monster with the big fucking cog is last.
Let me roll for this thing real
And
quick.
that's a large gear.
Guys are fucked. Okay.
Shut
Oh,
up,
wait, now
guy.
It's always nice when the god of the realm is like, ooh, bad call.
Unfortunately for you guys, this golem, after being so rudely awakened by a flaming sphere, seems to be moving with more haste than usual.
Oh, if he starts his turn in the spear, does that mean he takes damage, or is it at the end?
Oh, I need to make a dexterity saving throw. This is correct. Oh, and I do say, like, I'm gonna roll this. That's a 12 for the dexterity.
Not enough. Prepared. Take
I'm gonna say because you did use it while it was inert, that happened, and then I'm gonna roll again for the start of its turn.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's not too much damage. It's only 2.
So for 2
Yeah,
extra
it's
damage,
2-1.
you have damned the little one. Sir Kind is gonna fucking die.
This is very possible.
5. So go ahead and roll your damage again.
3.
4.
Oh my god.
Double the
You
fruit.
underestimate me.
Yeah. You've shown your
If
true
this
powers.
keeps up. So no, this golem immediately scans the room again. This beaming red light seems to scan over you guys, and I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw.
God damn it, now I'm caught in this shit too. Oh, thank God I'm wise as fuck.
I got a 15.
15?
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna use my inspiration because I just rolled a nat 1.
Go ahead. Lucian, you also have an inspiration, just so you know.
I got a 19.
Alright.
Also,
I'm gonna use mine. Because I don't think a 15 is
Okay,
quite high
so
enough.
Emmerich and Sir Kind, you feel this effect try and take hold of you, but as before, you seem to be able to shake it off. Unfortunately, Lucian, you were so surprised by it so suddenly waking up that you do feel the effect and you start to feel getting slowed down.
Oh, isn't he re-rolling?
Oh, did you reroll?
Yeah, I didn't think a 15 was going to pass.
Okay, I'm sorry. What was the new number?
I rolled a 19 this time, so it would be 28.
All of you are able to shrug off this very useful effect the golem can do.
Fuck yourself, you rock.
He's gonna kill you. Shut up.
Its
The
head
last thing we want. Slow.
slowly turns towards you, and it takes a couple of lumbering steps.
Oh god.
And first it goes. Okay, now because I forgot which is which, you get to choose. Oh no! You know what? No, I'll roll for this. You are odds. The echo is evens.
Oh
Okay.
God, that poor Echo.
And I rolled a 16.
Oh god, the Guardian can't do dick.
Echo is even.
Yeah.
Far away.
So it raises its mighty fists and slams down on the echo.
Well,
And that is.
there he goes again.
What does it get? A plus? Okay, so that's a 20 to hit.
Oh, that gets him.
Alright.
Oof. He's fucking gone.
Okay.
Alec gone.
As it is gone, it lumbers over to the one remaining close to it,
Oh, jeez.
raises his fist, and it goes to slam down on you, and that is a 21 to hit.
Yeah, that is.
This is gonna hurt.
Okay, so your tiny puppet body takes 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Construct on construct violence.
Oops.
For an
I have a
object.
plan, and I hope this works.
And with that, its turn goes to Emmerich.
I'm gonna look back at the father. What's your plan?
I might be able to banish it temporarily.
All right, we'll go with that. I'm gonna go over and use my
I'm
action.
gonna buy us a minute, though.
A minute is plenty. I'm gonna use my action to help the. I'm gonna replace the echo. I'm gonna go over and use my action to help the little guy roll his cog.
Yeah, it's on its side, so we should be able to move it now.
Oh yeah, I was not gonna help you get it up. My charisma
All right.
3.
Okay,
That's pretty enough for me.
so you guys are moving away from it?
It's all but.
Can we move yet, or
You know what? For the sake of the sir, you're trying not to finish the fight. You're just trying to get this cog away.
I'm just gonna give my action to help him move the cog, because rock doesn't take poison damage. That's about all I can do.
Oh, oh god.
That's fair enough. All right. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, my plan had been to fucking dash with the thing, so yeah, I was running.
Okay. Okay. Then with that, Lucian, it is your turn.
Alright, I will point my holy symbol at the golem and say, "Be gone!" And I will cast banishment on it.
Yes, so clutch. Oh,
I know, I was frantically searching my spell list. It needs to make a charisma saving throw, it will be banished.
God.
Yeah, Jesus. It's not very charismatic.
What's its charisma score?
It's a 1.
Oh, okay.
And that's a 7 minus 5, so that's a 2.
oh,
It is banished to a harmless demiplane.
All right. How long does that work?
1 minute.
1 minute.
For a minute. It
Or-
is pops back in once it's done.
You know the sad
Now-
thing? I'm only 3 times as sexy as that golem.
You did not destroy this current golem. So as it vanishes, you guys half expect the other golem to start powering up, but nothing happens.
I'm gonna turn,
Because it is not
point a finger at
destroyed.
Lucy, and no fucking fire.
I look up
Yeah,
at
I'm just
it
gonna
and I'm just like, roll, motherfucker, we gotta roll.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Yeah, I can't remember how to pick up that cog, so it's gonna stay there, but in our mind's eye,
Theater of the mind.
you guys are able to take this cog with you.
Look at him fucking
And
go.
Yep. With the two of you, you make pretty good, you know, I'm gonna roll
You're doing
4 minutes, you said, right?
For 1 minute.
1 minute.
So we have essentially
10
we have
turns.
10 turns, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep track of that.
And I would assume that we are just gonna dash
Yeah.
every turn to move this cog.
I'm gonna say 1 turn gets you down to the end of this hallway. Another turn gets you down there. Well, for the sake of it, we are gonna end the combat right there.
Yeah.
Because the golem, the way they work, they only activate when there are threats. If it pops back into existence right there, there is no threat.
Oh. Oh, really?
Okay.
So
I don't
for
think we would realize that though.
No.
So
we're booking.
it's still just
I really
like
have any constant fear of this.
This is purely for a mechanical point, so we don't have to,
Yeah.
okay, you now move 60 feet forward, 60 feet forward. I'm going to say you are no longer in combat, but you guys are definitely making haste. Where are you taking this cog?
back to the cog
I
room,
take it
right?
to the cog room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To the
Then
wall of
I-
cog.
We're gonna have to do some sharp turns with this.
Yeah.
We
I'm going to have
just
to
hit it.
move you all on my... Let's go do that.
See ya, suckers.
Get stuck in the
We're rolling it like cartoon characters.
Here we go.
You get stuck on the walls.
Yes, you get stuck on the walls. That's very unfortunate. Then we got Lucian here. Yep.
All in all, though, this is a great fucking program.
Oh,
Yes.
I love it.
Yep. A very good
What
thing.
program is this?
Tailspire.
It is.
Okay.
It has been in early access for several years now. They have done a lot of updates, and they keep coming out with DLCs.
They are, yeah. It still may be in early access, but they are still actively coming up
working
with stuff for
on
it.
this.
It's not by any means a dead.
Oh
program.
no, for sure. I really like it. It helps with the imagination and with the flow and everything. Okay, we are back here in the cog room. And you notice this room.
I imagine Lucien is like incredibly sweaty. Meanwhile,
Running
the
from
puppet and the corpse are just like, well, that was a thing.
This room, like this,
Yeah.
the east wall still seems to be moving very fast. The cog you inserted earlier seems to be doing its job. The whole wall is moving. This wall seems to still be inert.
I'll say I say we try and get that cog put into the wall before we have some rocky company.
I can only hold the spell for so long.
Alright, so as you guys do this, you do notice that the spot of this massive cog is somewhere in the middle of the wall, so it does have to be lifted off the floor and
You're
into its
fucking
right
kidding
position.
me.
Oh,
Yes.
Should have brought those
Looks like this is
bodies.
where the adventure ends.
yeah. Well, we don't
I
meet
need
the
to
requirement.
who are doing this to give me athletics checks
I mean,
with advantage because
Ooh,
we
yeah.
are helping each other.
all right.
I will call upon the power of my god by casting guidance. Because effect
cool.
checks. The strongest of us.
Not me.
The puppet.
It's the puppy. He has 3 more
Me and my
points than me.
fucking +1.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I have only 10 strength.
Well, I have 6.
we're getting ready to lift.
Oh
this.
yeah, we're,
I'm like, you see, I use a rapier, right? I'm quick and I'm fast.
There's no muscle left.
Yeah.
this mace is more of a status thing.
You fucking bastard.
For that, I'm gonna give all of you inspiration.
Well, I'm gonna use it right now because I rolled a nat 1.
Oh
You
my
have it-
god.
Oh, I do. Let's
Yeah.
see how the other one happens. That's an 11
Unfortunately.
plus
Oh,
I
Well, that's
got
what
I didn't- yeah, the
15
D4.
total.
12 plus 4 is 16.
okay. But you managed to lift his gear off the ground. Now I need you
hear
to
the
make
splintering of wood.
I need you to make me another athletics check to try and place it against the wall.
I'm gonna help him.
Yes, you can.
Oh,
You better
God.
I'll recast guidance. Lythander, a little more help.
Well, let's not use my roll. I got a
Oh.
0 total.
How's that 20?
With a natural 20. All right.
Hi.
The splintering of wood is heard, the cracking of frail bones as this cog is being lifted off the ground. You manage to lift it in right the position, but now you have to place it against the wall. You stumble forward, trying to get his gear into place, and as Lucian calls to his god, one of the torches just flares just right, which gets a glint in your eye, and you stub your toe on one of the stone tiles. And as you do, you fall forward, therefore placing this cog directly where it needs to be.
Suffering from success.
I don't mean to alarm any of you, but calling upon my god in such a way that involved breaking the banishment that's out there.
Who cares?
Oh, jeez. Well, we have the cog in the wall. Let's never move it again.
Agreed.
How do we turn it on again?
The out and the inside lever or something like that?
Lucian, go
I believe
ahead and
it's-
tell me. Do you remember or do you want to roll for it?
I'll roll to remember it because that was a week ago for me.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a wisdom check, please.
Wisdom, all right.
1.
I believe I have 20 wisdom, but I will double check. Cat, don't touch that die. Very important. All right, 23.
23, alright. Last time you tested all these levers and you noticed that the most outer one was going to activate the wall.
Okay.
You do pull that
Let us
lever.
try the outer one.
Oh, my bad. I was moving too fast.
We should try the outer one, for I remember that being the one that moved the wall. Ka-chunk.
Alright, so you pull the lever or lever, whatever.
Oh,
One by one, all of these cogs start to turn into motion. This hellish noise starts to go up as all these cogs start to move into place. All of them start moving, and once all the whole wall is suddenly whirring, and then everything falls silent as the well-oiled gears are finally moving all in tandem. The whole move, both walls are now completely spinning.
And here's where the place fills up with acid.
Yep.
Oh.
As it does, you do hear some clicking sounds. On the massive steel door in front of you, a little slot opens. It seems to be a keyhole.
Oh, damn.
Is there anything in the keyhole?
No? A key seems to be fitting right in that exact spot. But there is no key.
Fuck.
Perhaps the eye gem needs to be looked into?
You do remember you have one of the two eyes you need to find.
Well,
There was one other path, but that
There was one other path, yeah.
involves getting closer to the golem room again.
We'll be fine.
This one, I don't think we have a choice. It's eventually those things are going to go out on patrol and they're going to find us here anyway.
Suppose you're right. Still have one more use of banishment if necessary.
Yeah, let's turn around and see if we can't go find the other key. We still have that one path to check. I just hope to God the fucking gem we need isn't like in the breast of the final golem in that room. We need to kill it to get the fucking gem.
Well, let's go.
All right, so you guys are going back to the one darkened path.
Yeah.
I'll cast light once we get there.
Be careful.
I figured as much. I'm just gonna put you guys right there for the sake of brevity. All right. Now I did roll for this. As you get closer and closer to the room, yeah, you know what? No. Perception checks before I give any information.
Shit.
Those look like parents in the room.
Shush now, Lucian. The God's playing tricks on you.
Oh, White Bander. Always telling me that I'm about to die.
Alright, with a 21. You do hear
I got
some
a nat 20.
and the natural 20. Alright. You guys, you do hear the movements from down the hallway, but it doesn't seem to be getting closer. It looks, or it sounds, that this golem that you had banished earlier is in the middle of tinkering. You hear the noises of stone grinding on stone and a hammer hitting a chisel.
Oh, it's trying to fucking repair the other one. Well,
No, at least it'll be busy.
it might have a minute, yeah.
We got plenty of time.
We took it down quite thoroughly. Oh god, if it walks near that guardian of faith is there for 8 hours and it doesn't require concentration.
It's just constantly attacking them. Die.
Well, I can only do 6 damage total, but it disappears, but it's just there.
It's just chilling, hanging out.
Alright, for the sake of it, how long does it last?
8 hours.
8 hours?
8 hours.
It's right there. Yeah, it is there.
Get
If it does get closer to it, then I will let you know.
Okay.
I will make some.
Oh god, it's a great alarm spell if you're about to do a long rest.
All right, so down the darkened path here, you do realize that it is completely dark because there seems to be a door in the way.
Damn.
Is there like a handle? Can the door be opened?
You realize that it's one of those rolling gates that come down from the top. There are handles on the bottom.
God damn
There's
it.
handles on it. So it's meant to be picked up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We
Does
know
this
what to
look
do.
like it weighs like 500 fucking pounds?
It seems to be a solid stone door.
Oh no.
We are the wrong group for this.
I really wish in our preliminary game prompt we'd have been told strength's a vital fucking attribute. Don't dump that.
Honestly, I picked this adventure at random, so
This is the friction that D&D provides.
Pull
It's
for
a
the
spice of
merit
life.
badge. You won't
One
need
of us
anything.
is not strength-based character.
I have 6. 6? The fucking child has almost twice my physical prowess.
Could probably beat up and take your lunch money.
Joke's on you. Don't have any. Don't eat. I just have weird chemicals.
any consolation though, this thing does not seem to be as heavy as the Metal Gear.
Oh, well, we got this.
That's good for your shins.
Yeah.
Alright. I'll cast guidance on him and move to help.
Alright.
If we're going to be lifting this.
Go ahead and give me some athletics checks, please.
You got this. I don't believe in you, but neither does that door. Show us both.
19.
A 19, alright.
Oh boy.
I got a 4 on that guidance. That was clutch.
God's on our side. Ooh.
Alright, so with that, you and Lucian managed to pull this door up pretty easily. Now, Kevin, do you remember how to re-enter building mode?
Press start. Or not start, pause.
What? Okay. Yeah, there
it
we
became a
go.
wall.
Alright,
Oh my god!
there we go. You managed to lift open the door.
Open it like Kratos in the old God of War games. Just fucking throws it up. Locks it in place.
Now, I'm not sure how or why, but this liquid isn't there. As you enter this room, or like get a closer view to this room, you see. Let me just get the description real quick. Alright. You notice that on the south wall of this room is an extremely large convex glass pane. The entire wall itself seems to be made out of extremely intricate and colored glass. In the middle of the room, you see, what do you call it? A recessed area. It's very shallow, I'd say a couple inches. But it's just a pit. The water is imaginary at the moment.
At the moment.
Yeah, I don't know how to fucking get rid of it, so. It is not there, but it is recessed. And further north in this wall, there are several pillars with a very large crystal glinting in its little spot.
Wow. Does this stained glass represent anything, like a large image, or is it like randomized?
Is it just a hodgepodge of colors, or is there seem to be some type of like order to the chaos?
Okay, so as you take a closer look, you do seem to get obscure now. What's the word? Abstract image of a dwarf on one side and an elf on the other.
Can we see
Like the statues from before.
dwarf and the elf?
No, but are you taking a closer look at the glass in general?
Yes.
Are you looking for something specific?
I am going to look for a small eye-shaped gem embedded somewhere among the colored glass.
All right, go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
Just that. How about a 4?
Unfortunately, as you're looking for a gem specifically,
Yeah, I don't think this is anything, guys.
as you're looking at this, you don't find any gems or any eye or any eye-shaped.
Complete red
Yeah.
herring. Total waste of time.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
I want to look at that crystal.
All right.
And before I forget, you make any checks, I'm going to throw guidance on you. Forgot to have my fighter/rogues back. I'm not going to make the same mistake with you.
All right. So the crystal itself, it is very large and slightly luminous, but it doesn't seem to be giving off that much light. Though, go ahead and roll me an investigation check on the
Oh, boy.
crystal.
26.
26, all right. Looking at this thing, you do get the sense that if any light were to be directed towards it, it seems to be cut in such a way that it refracts the light into 6 separate beams.
Hmm.
Oh.
6 separate beams, 6 pillars.
Yes. Exactly.
Should we do it?
Let's go.
So I'm really good at stabbing shit. I'm not so good at producing magical light.
Oh, I'll hold up my
Ah.
lantern. And cast light.
Oh, fuck. I should pull out a lantern.
All right, you pull out your lantern and you cast light.
Hmm.
You are.
Blind.
You hold the lantern close to the crystal, and the crystal does seem to reflect a light. But you do notice that the light from your lantern doesn't seem to be concentrated or in the right spot in order to produce the 6 beams.
You got that gem still?
Yeah. I walk over and I take out the gem.
Can I use this gem like a prism to split the light and focus it?
I hand it over.
Go ahead and make me a dexterity check for that.
16.
16, alright. You try and rotate the gem, holding it in the lantern just right so you get a more concentrated beam of light. And it does hit the prism, and it does refract into 6 beams. But you do notice that as you're standing right there in that spot, you seem to be blocking some of the beams of light.
Oh, okay. Well, I will adjust then.
Fat ass.
Yeah.
As you move the beam of light with you, and it doesn't seem to be hitting the right spot.
Okay. Would our small individual be able to copy what I was doing, and would his body be out of the way, or are we gonna need something a little more?
Hold it above my head and not be in the way of the beam because I'm tiny.
We're getting there.
I'd say it's worth a try.
Just tell me what to roll.
Go ahead and roll me. Yeah, I'd say a dexterity. Or acrobatics, sure.
Well, dexterity or acrobatics? Because there's a big difference between those two numbers for me.
Go ahead and roll me in acrobatics.
As I try and flip around. with
Yeah,
the
get
light.
it into the right spot. Yeah.
Looking that one.
All flat on your face.
As you try to get into the right position, you do make a jump, and as you do, the grip on you know what? Roll me a d4. Tell me what you get.
Oh god.
1.
A 1.
Again.
That's an uneven. All right. So as you do, you lose the grip on the lantern, and it falls. What is this lantern made of?
Oh.
It's like a metal lantern with all the glass missing.
Oh, okay. I would say it falls. If there was any glass in it, it would have shattered. But since
Well,
there
the
is no,
pieces in the corners fell out.
yeah, and exactly.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry.
I will replicate that with your fucking face. God
Can
damn it.
I try again? I feel like I can do this.
Can you?
Let's find out. I go to try again.
All right, go ahead, try.
Oh,
Again.
with a little guidance from Lysander. Here you go,
now
little
after
buddy.
my fucking lantern's broken more. Eventually, it's just not gonna work.
I don't know if I know mending.
With the guidance, that's a 25.
A 25. All right.
Holy shit.
As you do,
I have a 9 acrobatics.
okay. As you do get the spot. Like you light this lantern, you place the light in just the right position, and 6 beams of light reflect onto specific spots on these pillars. When it does, into the recessed area in the middle of the room, you hear a clacking noise as several holes open up. If there were any liquid in it, it would be drained right now. In the middle of this room, a little pedestal rises up. On the pedestal, you see a large crystal in the shape of an eye. This seems to be And now let me make sure I say this right. Sapphire. This seems to be a giant sapphire.
So we have an emerald and a sapphire,
Yes, sir.
and both the statues already have a ruby in them.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Now,
Well,
Ooh.
does the mosaic of the elf and dwarf on this stained glass show different colored eyes in certain positions?
No, it does not.
Fuck.
Well, I might have to read the inscriptions on the statues
We
in the
can't.
first room again. We
yeah,
can guess.
we were able to read one of them.
Yes. You got parts of the other. I did write them down, so
The one with the elf, I'm pretty sure said reflect, life, and sky were the words we can make out. And the other one with the dwarf said to see things as they are, avoiding the deceptions of envy and greed.
Oh, okay. So the dwarf one is the emerald we got from the treasure we just got from this.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That's yes, 100%.
that's an inspiration for Garrett.
Yes. So the emerald goes to the dwarf, the sapphire goes to the elf.
Oh, Logan.
That was gonna.
I'm not sure if you can feel this, but suddenly your guardian deals another, I don't know how much radiant damage.
I think it's 20 per
like a
cast
brain.
until it's afflicted 60.
20.
Now it's going to be punching it for a while. Ow!
Well, let's take the gem and head back and put it in the eyes.
Alright, so you are all moving back towards the antechamber?
Damn right.
Yeah.
Alright. Then I shall place you there. The cog is no longer there. I don't know how to get rid of it, so.
Whoosh.
Ah! Oh no. Ah,
Oh, just run me right
He's
into
in the walls!
it's stuck. There we go. Alright. As you guys so gracefully make your way down the hallways.
Yeah. We didn't slam into the wall at all.
Now, who has the stones?
Well, I gave the one I had to Emmerich. That was the emerald.
Okay. So who has the
Who
sapphire?
picked up the sapphire? Yeah.
I think.
Oh,
I think,
no.
the Herald of the Morning Lord would have picked it up. We left it.
Just leave it. No. You can take it.
We all assumed that
Yeah.
produced it.
So if I get this correct, you want to put the emeralds in the dwarf and the sapphire in the elf?
Particularly
Yes.
in their eye.
Yes.
The empty one.
All right.
Right in the prison pocket.
As you do this, very carefully, you place these stones in its respective eye sockets. And for a moment, everything goes quiet. Not a sound can be heard. The torches, every single torch in this entire vault seems to suddenly light and flare up, blinding everything and everyone, bathing in this bluish light. In the middle of the very clear liquid raises a pedestal, and on top of it seems to be a golden key.
Huzzah! Exactly what we needed.
Oh, we bad. I hold up 2 hands for high fives.
Oh, I give him, 2 high fives right back.
Awesome.
If Emmerich doesn't take it, I'm getting both.
All right, so now weaponed with the key, I assume you all go back to the vault room.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
It's just
God,
Game
we're so
over.
good.
Yeah, we head to the vault room where you create duplicates of us to not have to drag ourselves through the dungeon.
maybe. We gotta know, like, human. Where
Some
you are?
simulacrum.
This guy. Where? This guy. All right.
We made it.
All right. So the levers on both outer walls are pulled. There's a keyhole visible on the door.
All right. Who wants the honors?
I mean, I could let my echo do it if we feel like it could be another trap.
Give me the key.
Oh,
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
So Emmerich now has the key.
Now go up. Now insert the key into the hole and give it a good twist.
All right. As you do that, it's a perfect fit.
The wrong way.
Damn it.
As you twist it, you feel a bunch of internal mechanism click and whir. And you get the feeling that if something else were to happen right now, this door can open very easily.
Well, you
Something
guys
else
ready?
would-
ready as I'll ever be.
I'll open the
Yeah.
door.
All right. Now, I am going to say with that wisdom check from Lucian earlier, when he tried to pull the inner levers earlier, they were locked.
I bet we can pull those inner levers now. We might be able to pull them all the way down.
Oh yeah. Now,
Same time, like really cool.
yeah, we gotta synchronize it.
Yeah. Can I reach it?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
You see, you can't do it. Shame. Pull them both myself.
So now, as you guys place your hands upon these levers, you pull simultaneously. With a large rumble, this door slides open. As you do, Lucian, you feel your guardian deal out another 20 points of radiant damage.
And with that, it finally fulfilled its duty and dissipates.
All right.
What a good little turret.
Inside, this door opens. Inside, you see a rather humble looking workstation. There's a desk that seems to be littered with a bunch of artificer tools, a bunch of gems, a bunch of other smaller cogs, metalworking tools, and just papers scattered all over the place. On the middle of the desk seems to be a large book.
Book.
You know what those are for?
What,
don't see
burning,
any-
you fucking heretic? Sorry. That uncalled for.
You do look
It
around.
is forgiven.
You see signs of someone having been in here, but currently the room seems to be empty.
Alright.
Could this be where our missing person is located?
Hold up. If this was my lab, I would definitely put a booby trap in here. Be careful and look around.
All right, go ahead, roll me an investigation check.
I'll find that booby.
Here's a guidance straight from Lathander.
Oh, alright.
Slap him on the back.
21 plus 4, so 25.
25,
Ooh.
all right. You carefully scan this room with your eyes, looking for any telltale traps, and you find none. You get the sense that whoever built this room was very confident in the door and its mechanism.
Since I'm undead, I can pull out my eyes and put them underneath tables to see things easier.
Imagine if someone was hiding down there and they saw that.
Oh, I found something.
As you're doing that, you take your eye out, and as you go to move it underneath the table, you get a glance on the book that's on top of the table, and on it you do see the name in very beautifully cursive, the name Debushar Etrelia.
That name means nothing to me.
It seems that this is the journal of the person you're looking for.
Yeah, that's
All right, I'll put my eye back in and I'll grab the book and start flipping through it, reading it out loud.
All right, as you
Thank
flip
you.
through it, you realize that this is written in shorthand.
Fuck. Am I smart enough to decode this?
You know what? Roll me an intelligence check.
Would you like another high five from Lythander?
Sure.
Yeah.
He's here to let me cast this forever.
Oh. Well, didn't need it. That's a nat 20 plus 6.
26. All
Oh
right.
my god.
As you're flipping through this, you do get the sense that whoever wrote this, it will only make sense to whoever wrote it or the people close to her.
It is coded. I do not have the
Well, I'm
magic to
sure
decode it.
if we bring it, oh god, do I? Sorry, I'm learning new things about magic every day.
Well, we were just supposed to bring back either them or information. So I think this journal would count as what we're here to find. You know, I think this is what we need to get out of here.
I'm certain someone in the kingdom can figure it out.
Oh, yeah. These scattered papers, do they have anything of interest?
Yeah, I would also like to look around the room for anything that might be overtly valuable and worth our time here.
Okay, yeah, as you look around, you do notice most of the papers, they seem to be very detailed schematics for other faults or other contraptions, other traps, other golems even. Very arcane magic, mathematics. It's all rather impressive that this was done by one person. You do notice for value-wise, I'd say the tools themselves that are used there, they're in pristine condition. They have these carvings in them. They might be magically charged.
We'll scoop those up.
All right. It's easily done.
These papers could be helpful.
It's true.
All right.
I got a hammer.
The way less than a cog.
I'd say for the
Thumbs up.
not the prologue, the outlog. How do you say that?
Epilogue.
The epilogue of this adventure.
Yes.
You do manage to make your way back to the antechamber of this dungeon. As you emerge, you see a very nervous Jeff pacing outside the entrance to this vault.
Jeremy!
Oh goodness! You're back! You're back! Oh my God! You're the first ones to ever come back. What was it like? What did you find down there?
The others certainly are not coming back.
Yeah, no.
I'm afraid to say.
Well,
But do not worry, for they have been avenged.
Is it safe to go down there and maybe get him back?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh no.
Kind of like
Not
not
unless
takes out a little notebook and he says, "Seal entrance." All right.
We did find a book, though. A journal.
Oh, can I have a look at this book?
I'll look over at Emmerich.
what?
Don't you have the book? Don't tell me we left the fucking book.
No, I've got the book. I just want my.
I heard everyone down and
Go fucking
No.
get it. No.
Grabs the book from you. He takes a good look at it, and just this huge smile breaks out over his face. It's like this is hers. This is Miss de Bouchard's handwriting. Oh, wow. Well, I'm not sure what it says, but I know her assistants know how to read this. They seem to have their own language almost. Oh my, this will probably this is perfect. This is exactly what we've been looking for. I'll escort you back to the magistrate's room, and we will let them know of a successful mission. This is great news. And as he does guide you back through the city, through the cobblestones, back up into the magistrate's office. And as he enters, you realize he knocks on the door. And nothing happens for a while, so Jeff knocks again. Sir, the adventurers are back from their quest. Sir, and he creaks the door open, and as he does, you immediately hear the most deep snoring you've ever heard in your life.
Oh, I thought he was going to be dead.
I thought this would take a different turn. Yeah.
You find a golem standing over his broken body.
You. Nerve gas.
no. Jeff quickly
Jeffrey.
walks in and knocks on the desk next to the snowman. He just sputters awake. He goes like, what? Oh, this paperwork is just so tiring. Can I help you? And
We have completed your mission. We have ventured deep into the bad place
Fucking
and found a journal of Atrilla de Bouchard.
Atrilla. Oh yeah, we're looking for Atrilla. This is true.
Yeah, she's gone.
And you can tell he's peering over his glasses. He's like trying to see you, but you get the feeling he doesn't see much these days. He looks confused.
Better see our goddamn reward.
Jeffrey leans down and he whispers something to the gnome. He goes like, "Oh, of course, welcome back. We've been so worried about you all."
Jesus Christ. This guy should be the president of the United States. He knows where he is so much.
Topical.
Burn, but then he like rubs the tiredness out of his eyes. He goes, "Of course, and you've brought back the Bouchard." And
Yep.
again, Jeff leans down and whispers something in his ear. "Oh, right. Oh, this is perfect. Go ahead and deliver the book to one of her assistants. They shall start immediately on decoding or reading the book." Yes. You did a fantastic job. I knew we should have hired the best from the start. I'm ashamed to admit that we might have been too hopeful with the poor assistants we have tasked with this previously. Yes.
Flashed in my mind of them being ripped apart to fix golems.
Good times.
Well,
Yes, I would say we did do a fantastic job, and we're very happy to be of assistance. And as soon as we have received our payment, I'm sure we can be on our way.
oh yes, of course. I have it right here. I had it right here. Your reward is and he starts frantically opening drawers in his desk. He starts practically throwing stacks of paper around. He's like, right here. I have your reward right here. Yes. And there seem to be 3 pouches that seem to be quite full of gold.
Oh,
And he leads them out to you.
Oh,
I was gonna say if he's trying to
well,
make us say, "Oh, we'll come back for it," I will stand here until he dies.
Is it possible that I could very subtly silently make my echo appear behind me, and then I like step to the side and I go, "Well, what about him? Doesn't he get a bag?"
First of all, make a sleight of hand.
Pay up, you old bastard.
19?
19.
is Jeff still in the room?
No, Jeff took the book and he left to go deliver it to
Alright.
So it's just a senile old geezer against our fucking mad trickery.
And he adjusts his glasses and, he's like squinting his eyes.
Jerry doesn't get a reward. Jerry, who risked his life just as much as the rest of us.
Jerry. You can see he
Like,
takes
no
the
way.
list from earlier and he starts going down the list. Jerry. Does Jerry have a last name?
Died twice
Jerry-
in front of me.
Jerry has most fun.
Go ahead and roll me a persuasion check, please.
I'd love to help, but I suck at this.
Well, this would be more deception. But
Yeah, well, deception. Go ahead and roll me deception then.
14.
That could be a stick in the mug and ruin it for everyone.
It's like, wait a minute, that's just a magical projection of yourself.
You do it, I'll nerve gas you.
cast radiance at the dawn
You're
on it or
not
something.
a paladin. No, as he's going, Jerry, Jeremus, can that be Jeremus?
Jeremus, that's him. Yeah, we just call him Jerbear.
Well, yeah,
We're close.
Not that
well,
close.
I grab his
yes.
hand and we just like hold hands.
Quite so.
Very close.
Yeah, alright. And he starts looking through his desk again, looking pretty flustered.
Yeah.
And he produces
Use your-
another pouch.
Use your fleeting homo. No, I can't say it.
I'll just knowingly nod when he says very close. I'll be the second opinion.
Yeah, they are. They're practically the same person.
Gives a whole new meaning, like, go fuck yourself.
Camp is interesting, tell you that.
He does produce a fourth pouch and places it next to the other ones.
I'll just hold on to this for him. He's shy.
Such a humble young man. Well, here's your gold reward. If you would pass by the front reception and pick up your writs, if you will. It's the recommendation for the town.
Thank you. I'm glad we could be of service to you.
Absolutely. Now, I must request if we have need of such spectacular aid in the future, perhaps we may call upon you again.
Why, of course. Wherever there is injustice, wherever evil dwells, wherever you have gold to pay. We will
Oh
be-
god, when you're making this like speech, I'm gonna be casting light behind you to give you like heroic lighting.
As you do that, you see the eyes on this very old gnome man just widen, and he feels very inspired, and he even gives you a polite golf clap.
Those cataracts are gonna only get worse.
Lines them. Oh,
I mean,
God.
we're lucky about the cataracts. If he could actually see Jeremiah, he'd realize that he's just a gray, shadowy outline of what a person could be.
Do you say that out loud?
I whisper it very lightly to the two.
Your
Good thing Jeff
phone
left.
more than that one. Gnomes have very good ears, you know. But as he does that old man goes, like he's got something stuck in the back of his throat.
Oh, he heard I gotta kill him.
Shame.
We're the mayor now.
I still got a 5th level slot after all.
So do I. Nerve gas.
I'd say
Oh.
there has been a successful end to this adventure.
How much was in the gold pouches? Just curious.
I think, what did I say at the beginning? 800 apiece?
I thought it was, I
500?
don't know. I can't remember.
Oh, well, how about we just... Yes?
How about you say
Six of-
600 gold apiece?
Yeah.
Because then it's way easier for me to figure out how to split the fourth bag into 3 equal pieces.
No, how about that? Each pouch contains 600 coins.
Okay, and we each get an extra 200.
So it's 800.
Yes.
Yeah.
God, I love being.
And then right around my cat.
Now, if you want, you can keep these characters around for maybe a one-shot in the future.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I know what I'm going to do with Sir Karth the Kind.
As long as it's not strength based, we should be okay.
I'm
Hey,
sorry.
we beat those strength checks.
Next time I roll a one-shot, I am going to ask about these things.
Hey, this
It
is
was-
gonna be a strength and charisma based campaign. Oh, good. I'll bring my 3 charisma and 6 strength.
Yeah, hard mode.
Thank God I'm intelligent.
I love that the chlorine gas.
Hard enough. Then when we found out what this was, you
Get
were
way out
like,
of this.
wow, we're fucked.
Guys, this is a social encounter. I'm not even fun to
like see from a distance.
The lack of riz just radiates from you.
I can kill a gorgon easily because even it doesn't want to look at me.
Well done, guys. I definitely thought we were in trouble though when we walked into a room and there were 3 fucking figures of golems standing on those platforms.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fucking the module specifically
I was
says
thinking like this is it.
are not hostile unless interacted with or when they're patrolling.
Oh.
Well, we interacted with them by sir.
All 3
Yeah, I
at
knew
once.
fireball. I could have hurled that in the room.
I don't know though. All 3 golems at once. We would have been in trouble.
I could make, if they were all clustered in that 10-foot circle, we could shut them down. Or I could strip the armor from 2 of them at most. Beyond that,
Yeah.
I'm throwing acid.
I mean, on a good roll, they could take out almost one of us out of half health. They hit hard.
Oh, yeah.
They do.
They did. I have 140 health max, and I mean, after 2 hits, I'm only at 98. I only took 2 hits that entire time.
Yeah, but you only took 2 hits.
Yeah.
Like you had your
And I
echo.
got blasted down to 59.
I stuck my fingers in acid.
Yeah.
And I only have 2 heal spells. Healing word or heal. So it's the opposite ends of the spectrum.
I'm glad that I actually got to see how effective the Echo Knight can be a little more. Like, I know I definitely was able to do some cool stuff in your campaign, Garrett, but having one that's actually meant to be up in the fight, it definitely brings it out a lot more.
Oh, yeah.
The ranged Echo Knight fighter did not, it was cool and it gave me some cool stuff, but it doesn't really feel as legit.
Now the next adventure I'm gonna pick is definitely also because what class are you playing, Garrett?
I'm an apothecary.
Yeah, I'm gonna. It's in that
The Drakenheim.
the guide to Drakenheim. Yeah, we have that here too. I'm gonna take a look at that. I'm gonna pick an adventure where your poison abilities are also more shining.
I mean, I felt like I did plenty enough. It just was like, I really specced out against everything but what we faced.
Oh,
Yeah.
I told Kevin.
Sam was saying that to me earlier today too. She's just like, I feel kind of bad because Garrett built this really cool character and like everything in this dungeon is a fucking golem. Like none of it is alive.
Yeah.
I was building this like a bit gishy because I didn't know who my allies were going to be. So my short sword, which I can swing twice, does 2d6 plus 11 poison,
Oh shit.
which they're fucking immune to.
Yup.
Oh,
So that's why I'm like, well, I guess it's acid splash the cantrip.
It still works.
I'm just
Damn
glad
it.
I had an invocation. If I hadn't been, I don't have a magical weapon.
Mm-mm.
So if I didn't have my chromatic infusion, I was, doing practically nothing.
Yeah.
But I took that AC reduction one because I wanted to see how practical it is. Holy shit, is that a practical spell?
Oh, it's crazy.
Real
For
good.
especially because it
Yeah.
becomes its new AC, right?
Yeah.
Dex, yeah.
The golem's dexterity is 9.
Fuck.
Ah.
We definitely had saving throws. It definitely bullied the golem, so I liked it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's guess banishment.
Yeah, that really.
Oh,
And it specifically says that the next one only activates when the previous one is destroyed.
yeah. It wasn't destroyed. It was just
wasn't.
sent away.
Yeah.
We shoot it off screen.
I was so very happy to see that spell on my list.
Oh, God. No, that was epic.
I was really hoping to be able to cast negative energy flood or corpse explosion, but
Oh.
Oh, God, what would have been really crazy if we just stacked all the bodies on the golem before it activated?
well, I have to see someone die and then I cause their body to explode.
Depends if we had a minute for me to revive it.
I'm kind of kitted out against necromancers, so
Awesome.
I can
Yeah, don't-
exercise.
I don't think my echo would work for that because
No.
the moment the echo is killed, it vanishes. There's no body left.
Well, I thought I just needed the trigger of seeing something die and then making a corpse explode, but it specifically said that corpse explodes. I'm like, shit.
Yeah.
I was
Well,
like, yeah, if we can reanimate that fucking torso. Because that's psychic damage and
Rubies were worth 500 gold pieces apiece. The emerald and the sapphire were 2,000.
whoa.
We should have just walked away with them.
If you
That's more
try
than what we got.
out of the statues, they would reanimate and be a golem.
that's not surprising.
Yeah. My weakness is things that can't be poisoned or undead.
Yeah.
Oh, I had this great image going. Like, as soon as we fight some organics, I'm gonna cast Cloud Kill centered on myself in the middle of them and just start fucking gutting people because I'm immune to my own poison.
Awesome.
I technically, as a Wexelkin, I don't need to breathe, but I don't have anything about being like I'm not immune or
You're
resistant.
resistant to poison.
I am resistant to poison and
Yeah.
disease. That's right.
Yeah.
But I'm not.
Probably affecting whatever.
I think you're immune to disease and resistant to poison. Because most Wexelkind are actually helping with the plague because they cannot get sick.
Yeah, that's true. Forgot about that actually.
Yeah, because Cloud Kill affects things that hold their breath or don't need to breathe.
Yeah. No, that's pretty fun. Like, I looked up that gas you were talking about, but the only thing I could find online was a gas grenade.
Yeah, no, Nerve Gas is a spell in that Drakenheim book, 5th level, and it says the components are phosphate and chlorine mixed together, and I just was trying to throw a little thematic mixture.
That's-
Like, yeah, I'm an alchemist. Some of my magic is magic, some of it's fucking chemical reactions.
I really love. I've been waiting so long for something like that, though. A class that actually you make your own grenades and your poisons and your fucking explosives. Like,
Like and there's so many. There's like I think 4 subclasses for it. It's just I don't know. It really covers about every aspect of science and magic mixture. That's not just I make battle robots or guns.
right.
Yeah, it's more of the
Yeah,
almost like a biological
Yeah.
version of the artificer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I took the anti-undead. There's the there's the alienist, which is like psychics and psionics. There's the Jekyll and Hyde one, where you literally use your intelligence as your strength modifier when you mutate. And the 4th one was one they added in after I saw the playtests that Ghostfire Games did with it, so I don't know that one much. Oh wait, no, that's the poison one where your poison damage is ramped to the max and your acid and
Yeah, it takes diarrhea.
really cool. That one's like, hey, do you like Alchemist? But do you want to actually be able to kill shit?
Yeah.
Like I think they can make like truth telling potions, shit like that. Like it's really plays into that like, potion brewing and magical just dominate. Like, oh yeah, you have your fucking zone of truth. Well, I'm gonna shove this vial in your mouth and you're gonna spill your guts.
That's so awesome.
Yeah. It really applies to that whole eldritch horror,
Yeah, and the grim world of Grim Hollow.
Yeah. So, I know I've been wanting to play this. I know Logan's been interested in it. It's just like
I'm definitely interested as hell. Count me down.
Yes, sir.
We can make it work.
Such a fun setting. I like the idea that it's all based around one messed up city.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's more, but yeah, the big stuff is in Drakenheim.
Yeah.
Any sign offs on them before I end the stream?
Say again?
Any sign off you want to do before I end the stream?
Good night and good luck. I'm sure that's copyrighted. We should edit that out.
I kind of thought we were already offline,
Oh,
but
well.
thank you for listening
You didn't give me
and
a sign
sticking
off?
around this long. It's a good thing our adventurers survived, and we hope to see you next time on Tabletop This.
Like and subscribe.